Hi guys, Vino here, and welcome to this Vino Plunk production. And I think it's time for a cuppa. And that's a damn fine cup of coffee. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing really well. Me, I'm quite tired, I must say, which is why this coffee is actually going down quite a treat. Getting some caffeine, some hot caffeine into my body is actually doing me the world of good right now. Had quite a busy week at work, a good week at work, I must say, but quite busy, quite tiring. So I'm actually really looking forward to my weekend. It's currently, as I record this, Friday the 21st of February at about 25ish to 12 p.m. as I currently record this video. So, drum roll please, everybody. I can reveal the box set that I was going to get. There's a bit of bait and switch, not really, yeah, I suppose you could call it bait and switch, going on right now. So, the box set, the 4K box set that I was going to be getting was the Infinity War 4K box set, the really nice box set that I've wanted for quite some time. You may be asking why I'm now not going to go for it. And the reason being, and I've been thinking about this the last few days, is one of the things that the seller said to me when we originally agreed upon the price is just before we agreed on the price, he said, "What's your offer?" Basically. Now, that normally says to me that the seller is willing to listen to an offer. So I said to the seller, as I said in my 3am rambles with Vino, but if you haven't seen that, I simply said $390 was my offer. The box set itself was $400 he was selling it for. There was a book or a couple of books or a book set that I was going to buy with it. And I said, and the book set was £35. So I said 10% is normally a good consideration. So $435 for the whole lot, $390 if we knock off 10% plus a bit extra off, and then we still need to talk about postage and packaging. He then came back to me and said, usually, yes, 10% I would consider, but the box set itself, one's just sold on eBay for 550 quid, and the book still sells RRP for £115, brand new. So I'm not willing to budge, basically. Not only that, but he seemed to tack on 50 quid of postage and packaging. This percolated in my mind for a week or two. And I actually sent a message to him the other day, basically asking, why did you give me the opportunity to offer you something and then just basically ignore my offer and then just go straight... ignore my offer, essentially, and then just go straight in with what you wanted, essentially. I felt like, you just completely refuted my offer, essentially. He first of all said that he felt that me ignoring his offer was a tad offensive. Not really, because that's essentially what you did, with all due respect. He then said I was also including that it's going to be insured. Okay, I mean, I sent a package that was quite weighty the other day and it cost me £18 to maybe 20 quid to ship it, and that was insured for £500 and got there next day. So 50 quid posting packaging is a little bit rich. He then said I was also including the price of the box and some bubble wrap. You mean a box that you can probably pick up from your local grocery store for free if you ask, and bubble wrap that you probably got lying around, because I've got bubble wrap and boxes lying around that I can repurpose for full packages. So you were incorporating £50 into some bubble wrap, a box, and the actual cost of the postage. He then came back to me and said, if you're having second thoughts, please let me know. No worries. If you want to back out, no worries. I then said, yep, I'll let you know. He then messaged me 2 hours later and then said, look, bud, if you are backing out, let me know. I want to sell the set. I want it gone. I then went and said, no worries, I will let you know. And then sent me another message about an hour later, again saying, if you don't want it, let me... Yeah, at this point, you're getting a little bit much. And I've been thinking about it over the last few days, because he hasn't bugged me over the last few days. And then literally about half an hour before shooting this video, I sent him the message to say, yeah, I'm going to back out. Too many things have flagged up for me. I'm going to back out. I have looked on not eBay, sorry, Facebook Marketplace. There are a couple other sellers on there. They're not willing to post because it has an acrylic case, basically, and there's a lot of people who are worried about posting, so they're not willing to post. So I'm kind of SOL on getting this box set from Facebook Marketplace, but I'm not gonna feel sad about it, because at the end of the day, I've gained £400 or £490 actually, if you want to be exact, because that's how much he wanted for everything. So I was going to send him £490 for the PayPal goods and services fee as well, because that's £15 of its own right in its own rights. And 50 quid post and packaging basically, and then £435 for the book and for the set. Yeah, he was getting a bit pressury, but yeah, I now have a few £100, you know, in the bank, so I'm not necessarily gonna count this as a negative. I'm not gonna get this set now. Probably in the next few months, when my disposable income increases, I can probably get it from CX or somewhere, because CX sell it for £420 and they they guarantee it for 2 years. So maybe that's the route to go on that one. So I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. In fact, I've been looking on the Facebook Marketplace and a couple of other places how I can spend some of that money. Is it a little bit sad that I've gotten rid of those 2 wrestling sets? Yeah, maybe, but at the end of the day, I'm going to look at it as a positive. I've got some money in the bank right now. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm going to take a nice swig of coffee. I remember looking at maybe getting another drone. I was looking at getting a PC handheld. Not really sure on those 2 things. I may just go down CX tomorrow and see what they've got. Have a bit of a browse. I haven't done that in goodness years. I still have a £6 CX voucher in my wallet, so maybe I'll use that against something that I want to get from CX, and we go from there. They've still got my Ghostbusters 4K set there. Maybe I'll rebuy it back. We'll see what happens over the weekend. Talking weekend, could be going to my mum's tomorrow to go out for a meal and what have you. That could be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But I'm looking to having a nice, relaxing, chill weekend. Maybe I'll catch up with some stuff. One thing I probably am gonna get is the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment 4K set. That's probably one thing I will treat myself to, and get that 4K set, and then we'll go from that. I might even subscribe to the trial of Arrow Video. I think it is on Amazon Prime, because you can watch them in 4K on there. It's not the same as watching a 4K disc, because the bit rates from a disc versus online are different. But maybe I'll end up doing that, and we'll go from there. I say this quite often, but I swear there was something else I was going to mention in this video. Really, it was just to mention the fact that I'm not going to go forward with that set, and I'm just looking at what other things I can spend the money on. Is it burning a hole in my back pocket, as the expression goes? Yes, of course it is. I've even maybe looked at getting another board game, even though haven't touched any of those that are quite the stack. This room does need sorting. That's another plan for this weekend. This room does need sorting. This table needs sorting, and all this stuff transporting back over to there and neatening up. So maybe I'll do that this weekend, get this table clear, and then I can use this table for board games and card games. There's a couple of card games up there. Excuse me. Yep, that sounds like a plan to me. I swear there was something else that I was going to mention. It's gone. It's gone. I actually have a couple of people lined up. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to thinking of is an analog pocket, which is basically like a Game Boy, like a third-party Game Boy kind of thing. Again, haven't quite decided or settled on anything just yet. There's a chance I may even put up a 3-hour ramble with Reno. Or not put up, but record one tonight with my thoughts on what I may end up going for. But yeah, as I've said several times in this video, I just want a nice relaxing weekend. Yes, going out for a meal at a pub that has live music playing tomorrow. That's not really a quiet weekend, but leading up to that point will be nice and quiet, I hope. And then Sunday, I hope, will be nice and quiet. But that's all for now, guys, because I can't remember what else I was going to say in this video. But until next time, please take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.